Hello, hope you're doing well. Welcome back to Immaculate Show. This is Christine once again on Immaculate Show. I'm your host, I'm your presenter, your sister, and your friend. Thank you very much for being with us, and thank you for last week. It was a very great pleasure to share with you that all experience, and it was an honor to see your comment, to see your likes, to see all the comments you sent, privately and both on the video. Are you new on this channel? Please, if you're new on this channel, don't fail to subscribe down. Just click that subscribe. Then you can also click on that bell up, notification bell, such that whenever we upload a video, at least you'll be notified. Thank you very much. Cheers to the ladies in Dubai. Thanks, because you are most 3/3 of the population that has been commenting, following me. When you go to analysis, thank you very much. God bless you. Keep that good heart. And to you all people that have subscribed and are sharing these videos and the posts of Immaculate's show, you are blessed also. Kindly follow us on Twitter, you follow us on Instagram, you follow us on Facebook. We are there to serve you and to also give you some highlights of the day. This week, what are we talking about? We are talking about a very sensitive, very sensitive topic. This topic is about Dubai and my experience in Dubai. Most people have doubts, have a lot of things in their mind, what they've heard, what the media is talking, and what everything around there. But I'm sure, and I tell you the truth, by the end of this show, you will understand whether Dubai is a country that facilitates prostitution. Is prostitution in Dubai legal? Are all ladies that are in Dubai prostitutes? Are there penalties or fines or laws that are against prostitution, and what are they? So by the end of this video, you'll have all these answers. So let's go. Let's see what we're going to talk about. The topic is prostitution reality in Dubai. Prostitution reality in Dubai. I'll just first ask, I know all of us, we've had a word prostitution, or we know what prostitution is. But to me, I can simply say prostitution, it is a sexual act between two people, a man and a woman, or a woman and a woman, or a man and a man, in exchange of money. So that is a simple, it has to involve money, and it has to involve two people. Now, let's go and see, as Dubai, the way it is, the city, a better place to be in, a desert without vegetation, very many people around it from different countries. Do you think Dubai supports prostitution? To me, no. With proof, because I've been in Dubai for 6 years, and I've seen one of the things that Dubai is against is prostitution. And one of the best things that it does, it supports a woman. It protects a woman. It handles women like babies. If you've not come to Dubai, if you're a woman, just know you have a shelter as far as Dubai government is concerned. To the extent, women, you can step a man and move, because they know we are respected. By the way, Dubai has put in a special press for ladies in public transport, that when a man you're caught sitting in that press, you are fined, strictly for ladies. That's the extent. In Dubai, you can sue somebody if he shows you that middle finger. You can sue him or her, because it's an abuse. In Dubai, you can be fined and jailed if they find you doing prostitution. So here I come. We consider Dubai's law, that is according to the Penal Code Act, I think it is 363 to 365. That article, you can go and read about it, of Dubai law. It really states well that prostitution is very illegal. And as far as Dubai is concerned, if you're caught in prostitution or involved in anything dealing with prostitution, you are entitled to have heavy fines, you are entitled to be imprisoned, or you have a chance to be deported. So, how does Dubai exactly classify the prostitution? Dubai does not say a woman is only the prostitute. Dubai law says if any person is caught facilitating prostitution, you are a criminal. So, meaning that class of facilitation. Facilitation, what do they mean? You can hire a building like this, you can hire accommodation, you can hire hotels, you can hire guest houses for people to come and do prostitution acts from there. When you're caught, you are entitled to be fined around 100,000, not US dollars, more than 100 dirhams. In Uganda money, if I change it, it will not fit in this apartment. It's too much money. That is facilitation. What about the person engaging, a real prostitute who is doing the act? If you're caught, direct, you are imprisoned. And after being imprisoned, you are deported. No nonsense. Another class is a person who is forcing someone into sex in exchange of money. If you're caught also, you are going to be in prison for 6 months, and at the same time there is a charge around 100,000. If you hear 100,000 in Ugandan money, it's too much for me, even for you, just because of that act. Then there is another one like soliciting. That one is like in exchange of money in public for those acts. You will be imprisoned also and fined heavily. No nonsense. By the way, can I tell you something? In Dubai, my experience I've seen, there is no showing that romantic love kissing in public. Whether you're a couple or you're lovers or you're dating, you'll be fined. So coming from there, what is my experience in Dubai as far as prostitution is concerned? As I came, I know, I've heard, I've seen, I've touched, I've seen them, I've greeted them, I've communicated with the prostitutes. Yes, there is prostitution in Dubai. Like any other city in our countries, in Africa, in Europe, everywhere in America, everywhere, like the way they have prostitutes. Same applies to Dubai. Why do you think really? People tend to think all women or ladies who are in Dubai are prostitutes. No, it's not true. I came to learn with the help of a survey. In Dubai, we have 2 categories of prostitutes. The reasons for those categories for prostitutes is this. There is the willing and the forced. Willing because they want money, but I put those ones like 2 to 10%. They came from their country, carried their luggage to come and be prostitutes. They are there, highly paid. None knows. They might be your sisters, your neighbor, your boss in the next apartment, but you don't know. That one are there. Then the majority, I can say 90% or 95%. This one is from all over the world. All the nations are represented. You walk through the streets of Deira, you walk through the streets of, I will not mention more, you will see your sisters. You will see the ladies standing for men. But when I happen to talk with one-on-one, some of them, they think or they say they have no choice. Why? People sold them. How did they sell them? It is through these companies we come with, or they come with from their country. They are not brought for prostitution. They are brought for jobs. Jobs like which ones? Which have forced them into prostitution? Jobs like maids, jobs like cleaners, jobs like home nurses. They come when they have already signed and they think they can do it like the way they are doing it back home. But when you reach here, the conditions of a maid in UAE is different from the conditions of a maid in Uganda, in Europe, in the Philippines. It's quite tiresome. Long hours, no going out, no passport, no anyone, no phone, 2 years. So these girls end up running away from their homes. Those homes, by the way, they have, like in our language, in our country, they call them ebyumba. Ebyumba, those are houses, meaning the housemates. So as they run away from there, they are faced with a lot of challenges. You can't stay in Dubai when you are not having money. Staying is money, working is money, eating is money, drinking is money. So they end up going for prostitution. But do you think, is it the wise one? No, it is not wise one. Why is it so? It's because they have been told you cannot get out, because they'll never fly out. Their bosses are put abscondents. They are looking for them. So they find association and hide there. They start doing like that. Do you think they are paid high money? Someone like that? I don't think. I was talking to one told me they can go for 20,000, that is 20 dirham, up to 100. Some. Whereas there are others who are professionals who can go for 1,500, like that. But what is the main point here? Not all ladies in Dubai are prostitutes. It's the same way, like you see, Uganda, we have prostitutes. We even come to social media and say, me, I'm a prostitute. The same way, the same as Dubai. And even Dubai is better, because Dubai does not tolerate prostitution. However, people are doing it because it's their choice. If you didn't do prostitution in Uganda, you can't do prostitution in Dubai. You have a choice to take. Which side do you want? So I'm talking to people out there, people who want to come to Dubai. They think you can do prostitution. What is my advice? Oh, as to my experience, prostitution in Dubai is by choice. It's like the way prostitution is in Kenya, in Uganda, in the Philippines, in India, and in any other country. So, I clear your mind, put it in your mind. If you have a sister, you have a brother to come to Dubai, let her know why she came. Why are ladies tempted in Dubai? They are tempted in Dubai to go into those acts because of money. Some say they started it as a joke. Someone will come, do shopping, give you everything in dirhams. When you turn it in your country money, it's too much. So others go for fun, to keep that money, to fool that money. But when you know what you are, when you know what brought you, that money, you can't go for prostitution because of shoes, because of luxurious life, because of a good apartment. No. So prostitution still, the way it is in Dubai, is almost the same way it is in your country. Where do you find these prostitutes? How are they treated? These prostitutes are on streets during evening time, looking for business. You will see them, you'll see your sisters, you'll see all countries, you'll see them meandering around. But they are very sensitive to police. In a twinkle of an eye like this, they disappear. Do we know where these prostitutes stay? No one can tell you where the prostitutes stay. Do they have papers? Most prostitutes don't have papers. That's why they are in that majority. That's why they're in that business, because they don't have papers. Because no paper, no working, and no going outside the country. So they end up being like that. Have I answered some of your questions? How is Dubai being talked about in a bad way as far as ladies concerned? Why? Because most prostitutes have fallen from storage buildings down, running away from police, and die. because most girls have been deported as caught as prostitutes, and they talk different stories. Most televisions, they want to hear that. Most media houses, they want to hear the negative. But what do you think? From the experience I've told you, it's a choice. You'll enter in the car, a man will ask you, how much? You enter in a taxi, you see the driver is fidgeting, burning. It's your duty. Like the way you're behaving, if truly you're not a prostitute in your country, the same, you will not be a prostitute in Uganda, in Nigeria, in the Philippines, in Sri Lanka, in India. You remain you. Do you know who you are? As ladies and ladies of substance, we know who we are. Being in Dubai, being in Canada, being in Italy, being in Oman, being in Saudi Arabia does not qualify anybody to be a prostitute. Ladies aim to look for money, to feed their homes, to feed their countries. Dubai is not a home for prostitution. It's a home for business. That's why the population of Dubai, by the way, is more of men than women. There are more dangers we've heard about them of prostitution. Areas where they stand. But my experience is like, you have a choice. I have a choice. Have you been impressed by this? Do you think there's something you've learned from my experience on the truth about Dubai? If you know you've learned something, or if you know I've touched something about it, please leave your sweet comment down. Remember to send it to somebody, share it to somebody outside. Let it move around. Let people know prostitution in Dubai is a choice. It's not a force, it's not legal, and it is highly penalized. Let people know the people who go on media after being deported, most of them don't have papers. Let people know those companies that are hiring maids, are hiring cleaners, are hiring home nurses. Let them know what is on the ground before bringing the girls. Thank you very much. Stay tuned for next week's episode. It is going to be beautiful. It's still the truth about Dubai. Next week we'll be having a guest. She will be sharing you with her life in Dubai. How has she coped up? How has she managed to live to her expectation? Thank you very much. Remember to subscribe and please click on the notification bell. I remain Christine on Immaculate Show. Thank you and bye-bye.